nice with a Chihiro's RGB2. It's really nice. Have my squirrel here, just chilling. Yeah. So this is the first part. This is the rack I just bought because I used to have them all right there in the corner of the desk, but now they are in this rack. I just made some holes and placed this RGB chip light. It's not really, well, it is RGB, but just has two LEDs of green, and yeah, you know, you can see it. So it's not a great light, but it works great for immersed setups. So right here I have the Bucephalandra that I ordered from Bucephalandra. I just have it with a clear top. I'm going to clean all of this condensation off of it so it stays completely cleared. I just set it up upside down and then I wipe it. So what we have here is the immersed setup for the Bucephalandra, and right here we have red blade Buce, and it's a really nice plant. I really like this one right here, and this one, this rhizome as well, and this tiny one. Yeah, so it came in a pot, so it's really nice. We have this variegata. It's a variegated type of booze. It's really exotic, really beautiful. This is one of the ones that I lost from my collection. It was really tiny, but still it didn't make it. We have the mini coin. That's a really nice one as well. This little pad. And we have the velvet 3-color, so on this corner. And then we have all mixed up. I have no idea which one is which. Not certainly, at least. I think like this one is Cribas. This one I can't remember. I think this one is purple something, and arrogant blue, I think, and I don't know. Like there were 10 species, so I hope these can live, because they are not in great shape. Some of them are melting their leaves, but as long as the rhizomes are sturdy, I think I can manage to bring them back. So, and even if I get just 1 or 2 of each, I think it would be great. I'm not sure if some of these were grown immersed before they sold them to me, but now they're all immersed, and I think they're going to do really good. And on the soil, I just have, this is the Osmocote, and I just have a mix of aqua soil and gravel that was used previously in another planted tank from a friend of mine. He just gave me this bucket filled with it, so I just use it for the immersed setups. So this is quite a small container, but it's still super packed with booze, so it's really nice. You can see my hand, how many are there. So I think it was a good investment. I'm still just waiting for the result, so we have to be patient, and that's one of the nice things about this hobby. It teaches you much more than just biology and plants. It shows you about patience, perseverance, and consistency, being constant and responsible. So the next one we have here, this is also from Bucephalandra. This is Lachenandra tuesi. I'm not sure about the name. Beautiful plant. They came super healthy. This was an in vitro colony, so an in vitro plant or pot. So they came in super great, super good looking, super green, super huge, ton of rhizomes I got. So I'm really happy about that. We have Cryptocorin tropica right here. That's going to grow in really nice. It's a small container for it, but once it gets like more established, I think I'm going to make a huge container just with this crypto. And right here we have the Cryptocorin nurii. It's really beautiful plant as well. There you can see the name, although it's going to be backwards. But yeah, that's a beautiful plant as well. I've never grown this. I don't have it in any of my tanks, so I'm really excited. I got I don't know, like 6 of them from one in vitro cup, so it was not that bad. It was a small cup. So yeah, this is the other one. It's looking sick as well, so I'm really happy about that. Same substrate, same light, same everything, so they should grow well. This is the other container. Here we have some different types of plants. So this started just like a rock with moss container, but then I added some of the soil and I added some Monte Carlo trimmings, so they're doing more or less like they're adapting. And we have Ricardia here and Riccia a little bit, and here we have more Ricardia, yep, and this beauty that was not doing great in my tank underwater. Just check this out. It is becoming a beast, small beast but beautiful beast. This is mini Volbitis fern, so really nice. Let me see if I can get some better shots of it. Yeah, really nice plant. It was kind of melting in my tank. I was dosing a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, so I think that was a part of the culprit. But yeah, really pretty. I just popped it in there, and one day I just opened it and I was like, what's that? And I remembered, because it was all just black like this, black and kind of rotting from the hydrogen peroxide, so not good. Physidens fontanus moss, immersed. Okay, so my phone died, I'm sorry. So down here we have some Ricardia, beautiful Ricardia. Just look at that green color, it's just amazing. Amazing how it grows, amazing how compact it is, and just beautiful plant. It's really expensive as well, so I'm trying to harvest it from here and then set it up into my tanks in the future. I just added some lava rock and I just put them in there. I just have a plate to collect the water. It looks really nice, and I just covered it up. Right here I have a T5 light for reptiles with UV, so I just had it lying around, so I tried it and it's working great. Down here I have Pogostemon Helferi Daunoi red. This one gets really pink and red, it's really jewel, and it died in my tank where it was super pink and super beautiful, so I just have an insurance grow out here, just a tiny bit, and I have more Monte Carlo. This thing is really sought after, so I think it's really nice plant to have as well. And if you want to just carpet a tank later on, you're going to have enough to do so. So I have 2 of those, and I just mist them with this mister. I just mist them in the morning and at night because it's really warm right now. So this is the setup that I have for the desk and the immersed plants. And right here I have another one. I have with a thermostat that tells me the temperature, so it's 71 Fahrenheit, 87% humidity, 21 Celsius. Sometimes it gets warmer, and I just have an acrylic sheet, a thin acrylic sheet on top, and on the other side I have a piece of 3mm glass. So it's really practical, really sturdy. And right here is where I have the most amount of plants. This is the one that I started in January, and so I'll give you a quick walk around of what we have. Well, let's start with the different one. I have one crypt here. It's Cryptocorin undulata red, and this one is a really nice plant. I have it in my tank and it's growing beautifully, but I just happened to pluck this one out when I was doing water change, and I just set it up here and it's starting to grow. It's not been even that long, so that was a nice thing. So I have some Anubias here, a little tiny rhizome, Anubias just nana, Anubias nana petite, Anubias nana. Look at the size of this nana. This is just a regular nana and it's huge. Look at this plant. It's the size of my hand. It's insane, really beautiful. And this one is a golden, Anubias nana golden. I have 3 of those, I have 4 of those. And this one I'm not really sure, it was a little bit chlorotic from the other tank, so I'm not really sure. Anubias nana, just took this out yesterday, it's already throwing 1 leaf out, so good sign. Nana, Anubias nana, Anubias nana, nana, Anubias nana, yeah. Anubias nanji, it's a little bit longer, really nice. Anubias nanji as well, this one is really nice as well. I have another one of those Pogostemon, just set it up yesterday. Anubias coffeefolia, it's looking beautiful. This is the first immersed leaf, so it's really tiny and nice, I really like it. And I have one of those Lachenandras right here, really beautiful plant. It's a rhizome plant, just like Anubias and Bucephalandra, and it's like a mixture between the both of them. It's really nice. I have Anubias mini or coin or round leaf. I have Anubias minima variegated, so you can see a little bit of variegation in the leaves. That's really nice. The one that's in my tank is getting super white. And then we have Bucephalandras. I think that's it for the Anubias. Yeah, another round leaf here, another round leaf here, or coin, and the other ones, yeah, I think I've covered them. Another Anubias nana petite. Here we have the smaller one, another Anubias that I have not identified. It seems to be nana, but it's growing super weird, so maybe it's nanji as well. I have an Anubias mini coin right there. It's really tiny, but I just throw a piece of rhizome and it's growing perfectly, so that's good. This is Bucephalandra sordidula. This one is Belindai, the small one. It's really nice. I just took it out yesterday as well. This one, I think it's the red. It's Bucephalandra red. I'll put the name because I can't remember the name, but it's really tiny and it's really beautiful. I got the Snow White Anubias from Buceplant. It's really nice as well. It was in vitro, small cup, so it's really nice, and it's on the same substrate. I was doing tests, so which better substrate to use, if it was aqua soil, this mix, or this mix with the Osmo coat, like those pellets right here. But I think the 3 did a great job, so choose the one that's budget friendly for you. Right here we have Anubias chili. It's a nice Anubias. It's really small. It's also from Buceplant. This one I'm not really sure. This one is I think it's the Cribas Buce that I just ordered. I put a small rhizome here just to compare. And I have one Anubias Pinto right there, or white, I'm not sure. but yeah, really nice one, really small as well. And then we have a ton of Buce, different types of Bucephalandra. We have the pearl, gray pearl, something like that, gray dust. This one is blue something. It's really nice underwater, it's really beautiful. I just took it out yesterday. This one is the Sordidula as well, really nice plant. I have a ton of Sordidula, so check this out. This is all Sordidula. This one is a different one. This one is blue. I can't remember what, but it's really red underneath as well, and the leaves are really nice underwater. And yeah, mostly all of the Bucephalandra here are the same. This Sordidula is the one that I have most. It's the first one that I bought, and it's just gone crazy. This one is a red one. That's one of the first leaves that come out from the immersed growth, and it's red. It's really nice, even for a leaf that's outside of the water. It's looking really good. And these ones I think are another red, big red one. I can't remember the name. I think I don't have it identified yet. This one was a gift from a friend, or a trade, something like that. And this is the same as this one. This is the color of the leaf underneath the water. It's like reddish with purple tints, and also the rhizome looks kind of red from the underneath, but outside of the water it has these beautiful leaves, just like a green hue, and just like the horns there in the veins. It's just really amazing plant. This is Sordidula as well, another beautiful plant. Those are the different types of leaves, immersed and submerged, in the same plant. So it's really nice. Everything is looking really healthy. Everything is growing a lot, so I am really enjoying this experience, and I think it's something that everyone should try and just give it a shot, because it's really beautiful, and it's really you feel accomplished, so just try it. Also for lighting, this house already came with this hanging light, like for a desk. So I just set LED regular bulb underneath, and it does a pretty good job, I'm sorry, but I still wanted to be sure they had a ton of light, so I added this like reptile bell that they sell for heat bulbs and stuff like that. So I just set it up with an LED bulb as well, and I think they are both doing the job. I think they're pretty good. They don't look as well. I have it hooked up with a timer, so it turns on and off, but the other bulb I have to turn it off myself, the one that's connected to the house. So I just have to turn it off, and when I want to do like a cloudier day or not so bright, I just leave this one on. So that's why these plants are like looking more this way, because the light bulb is right here, so they are actually perfectly looking at it. If you want your plants to grow in certain direction, just shine the light in certain direction and they will follow. And if you want to correct them, just switch the light again and they will grow up. But these Anubias are just so close to the acrylic they almost don't fit anymore, so they're almost at the top. So I don't want them to grow that tall. I want them to go like around the setup, and I think I'm going to use those as mother plants. So I'm not going to trim them or anything. I'm just going to let them go crazy, and then I'll have a ton of Anubias. Maybe I'll just leave this container for those plants, and maybe I'll spread them apart a little bit later on after I'll build the immersed setup, like the permanent immersed setup for Bucephalandra and Anubias. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So yeah, I didn't record an outro for this video. I'm just going to walk around the planted tank, the other side of the coin, with the Bucephalandra growing submerged. Beautiful colors. But yeah, getting an immersed setup is super cheap. It's really easy to take care of, and I would really recommend it for everyone to try. It's also beautiful and super rewarding. So yeah, just I hope these tips that I gave you work for you. You find some value on them. If you do, please hit the like button, and we'll see you in the next video. So thanks for watching, and peace.